So migrating Active Directory integrated CAs with LDAP-based AIA CDP locations, the ACL changes. So yes, that's absolutely true. And if you are in a situation where you have to change the machine name, there are some things that happen. If there's a situation where you don't have to change the machine name and you're hijacking the existing machine account, that the rules change a little bit differently. There are a lot of different ways to do things that make it to where you have to do different actions based on how you approach bringing the new CA into the environment, whether you're restoring on top of a machine that has the same name, whether we're restoring on a machine that has a different name, and so on. So yes.
And with this one, now this is all about, when you pick up your CA and you put it on another box, even with the same name, it's a different security, a different SID in Active Directory. The objects, specifically like AIA and CDP, are ACLed to the original host running your CA. When you bring those things over, the install will work, the restore will work, but when it goes to try to publish or update information, not gonna happen.
So that, like, the only mitigation there is a hijacked rejoin, which is not recommended.
The interesting thing, we actually ran a poll on this very subject on our LinkedIn page, and the vast majority of people said this was not a problem, that this was not an issue. They didn't have to go in and update ACLs because you're just moving to another AD join machine. I wouldn't say it was a trick question, but there is indeed ACL items that need to get updated.
It is a trick question because there are very obscure use cases where you don't have to, but
we call that it depends. It all depends. So yes, there are fringe cases.
Those of us who used to take all the phone calls for when all this was brand new, and nobody knew what they were doing, know what we're talking about. Nowadays, if anybody's got it set up like that, they're not going to be calling us to help anyway.
This is also a good example of something where we talk about, has your PKI changed? Has the business changed? Maybe as part of the migration is we no longer need LDAP based CDP AIA. And it used to be, hey, why not? It's there. If most of your machines are AD integrated, why not do it? But then it was always a caveat of, hey, if you're going to stand up highly available CDP on an HTTP site, why bother with the AD? And now with these types of issues, it's all that much more reasonable.
We had customers where we only use the LDAP ones because we just, like, from a air gapping standpoint, there was no reason to go HTTP.